NUSA DUA, Indonesia. China's support for Russia's war in Ukraine is complicating U.S. Chinese relations at a time when they are already beset by rifts and enmity over numerous other issues. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken told his Chinese counterpart on Saturday. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi blamed the U.S. for the downturn in relations and said that American policy has been derailed by what he called a misperception of China as a threat. Many people believe that the United States is suffering from a China-phobia, he said, according to a Chinese stat. If such threat expansion is allowed to grow, U.S. policy toward China will be a dead end with no way out. In 5 hours of talks in their first-to-face meeting since October, Blinken said he expressed deep concern about China's stance on Russia's actions in Ukraine and did not believe Beijing's prot. The talks had been arranged in a new effort to try to rein in or at least manage rampant hostility that has come to define recent relations between Washington and Beijing. "We are concerned about the PRC's alignment with Russia," Blinken told reporters after the meeting in the Indonesian resort of Bali. He said it is difficult to be neutral in a conflict in which there is a clear aggressor, but that even if it were possible, I don't believe China is acting in a way that is neutral. The Chinese statement said the two sides had an in-depth exchange of views on Ukraine but provided no details. The Biden administration had hoped that China, with its long history of opposing what it sees as interference in its own internal affairs, would take a similar position with Russia and Ukraine. But it has not, choosing instead what U.S. officials see as a hybrid position that is damaging the international rules-based order. Blinken said every nation, China included, stands to lose if that order is eroded. The two men met a day after they both attended a gathering of top diplomats from the group of 20 rich and large developing countries that ended without a joint call to end Russia's war in Ukraine or plan for how to deal with its impacts on food and energy security. However, Blinken said he believed Russia had come away from G20 meeting isolated and alone as most participants expressed opposition to the Ukraine war. However, the ministers were unable to come to a unified G20 call for an end to the conflict. There was a strong consensus and Russia was left isolated, Blinken said of individual condemnations of Russia's actions from various ministers, some of whom shunned conversations with Russian foreign ministers.